When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm.
Good morning, my lovely friends. As you can see, I am in the garden and it is a beautiful morning, and I'm going to start harvesting some goodies from my garden. I am starting off with harvesting some feverfew flowers, and it's exactly like how it sounds. Feverfew is great to steep into a tea, and it definitely helps reduce fevers and sickness. So it is something that I do want to stock up on and preserve for the colder seasons, just in case any sicknesses come around in my household. But there's so much that I'm harvesting in today's video, so I definitely do hope you enjoy it. Grab some coffee or some tea and just join me while I harvest some goodies from my garden.
We've got to keep holding on through the night, 'cause I promise you this. If you try to get some sleep, if you give up the fight, if only just for a bit, there's a new day to leave behind your troubles. There's a new day, and it will set you free. There's a new day.
So the garden gave me some yummy goodies this morning. I got 4 different varieties of tomatoes. The first one being super sweet tomatoes. Those are the bright red ones. The yellow ones are the yellow pear. And then the other red ones, I believe, are the sweet 100 tomatoes. And then I got the feverfew that you saw me picking in the beginning of the video, as well as some herbs. So I have orange mint, peppermint, and spearmint. And then I'm also grabbing a few banana peppers so I can pickle them and add them to my pickled veggies.
You give up the fight, if only just for a bit. There's a new day, it is waiting for us. There's a new day, waiting round the bend. There's a new day, and it will restore us.
I do also have lots of red raspberries ripening up, and they have just been such a yummy snack to munch on in the early mornings. My son also loves to grab a snack of these raspberries to munch on in the mornings and evenings.
Say something like you love me and make my day, like you always do, like you always do. Hold my hand and look me in the eyes so I can tell you how I feel, tell you how I feel. Every day is something new.
Now that I am done harvesting some yummy goodies from my garden, I am going to give them some organic plant food. I'm not 100% about this brand. I just saw it at Target when I was grocery shopping and it was 70% off. So I decided to pick it up just because my plants could use some plant food and fertilizer. So I wanted to give that to them early this morning before I started watering. I haven't really noticed a difference. Like I said, I did fertilize them earlier this week and then gave them some plant food, and then it has warmed up to like the mid 90s. So I'm not really sure if anything's helping, but I do know that the warmer weather and the hot sun is definitely helping my garden grow.
How you move and what you do has made me so crazy about you now. Now we can go anywhere you like and do anything you want, anything you want. 'Cause every day is something new. If I spend it with you, with you, with you.
After I add in all that organic plant food, I am now going to water my plants, and I'm going to deep root water them so that they can really get the water that they need for their roots, especially because the days have been so hot and dry that they definitely need the water and to soak up all of that yummy, refreshing water.
And I want you now, and I want you now. My world is spinning round, round, round. Oh, I want you now, now, now. My world is spinning round, round, round. And I want you now, and I want you now, and I want you now.
She said I won't be back in a while, don't wait. Already packed her bags, called the cab, made space. And she said I won't answer if you call me when you're lonely. I guess I let her go, never mind, it's too late. But I can't believe I let you slip. I think about it 7 days a week, and this just can't be how it's supposed to end up. It's not enough. And maybe time will make you fade, but I don't know if I'm ready to to just let you go away, like my friends think I should. Cause what if I just wanna be with you? I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. But honestly, I can't remember if you love me. Or maybe I'm just feeling lonely, I don't know. Just let her go. She got herself a guy, and he's good, no he's great. Everything she wanted packed behind the pretty face. But I kinda hope he breaks her heart into little pieces and let me.
Now that I am done outside and my garden got all the love and attention it needed for the morning to start off a good day, I am now inside and I'm going to grab out all of my good harvests from my garden, and I'm going to wash everything and then put it into the fridge. And then with the feverfew and the herbs, I am going to set them in my dehydrator so that they can start dehydrating for tea or for herbs or just whatever I want to use them in while cooking or sipping on or whatever. But first I did want to wash everything.
What if I just wanna be with you? Oh, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. But honestly, I can't remember if you loved me. Or maybe I'm just feeling lonely, I don't know. Just let it go. But what if you should really be with me? I wonder what the hell you didn't see. Honestly, I can't remember if I loved you, but it feels like I do when I think about you now, 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 now.
Leaving all my worries, I prepare for something new. Whatever it was that held me back, I'm sure it wasn't true. Holding on too long and unresolved questions hold you down. What could have been a friendly smile has turned into a frown. I'm moving on and on, on and on. I'm moving on and on, on and on. I'm driving in my car, the road is long and full of dust. The landscape changes around me.
Now that it is a little bit later in the day, I do head back outside to check on my garden, and I noticed that my orange hat dwarf tomato is dying. It's at the end of its season and it has some ripe tomatoes. So this is a determinate plant, so it ripens all of the fruit all at once and then it is done for the season. So I harvested all of the tomatoes and I had a few more, and that is just my little harvest for the evening. A few more tomatoes and then some strawberries. Now that my feverfew is all out of the dehydrator, I did move it into this jar so that it can stay in there for when I want to make teas with it.
You can try.
The next morning, I did notice that I had this ripe big cucumber in my garden, my first cucumber of the season, and so I did harvest it, and I am so excited to eat with it and have it for breakfast with some salt and pepper on it. And I do definitely want to make some pickles, but I do want to wait until I have more cucumbers from my garden to make pickles with them. And then my garlics are ready to harvest. They are not as big as I would like, but at least I did grow some garlic, so I am harvesting them, and I believe that I have 7. Unfortunately, these 2 did not come with the stems. The stems broke off of them, so they were just all by themselves and I had to dig them out of the dirt, but the rest of them ended up coming out just fine. And so now I am going to let them cure and dry up down in my basement, and since they are so small, I cannot let them store for too long, so I will either grind them up and make some garlic powder or garlic cubes for the freezer, or just eat them with whatever I make for the week or weeks to come. So I do have some good plans, but I will not be storing them for too long since they are so tiny. Well, this is it for today's video. Thank you so much for being here. This was my first time growing garlic and my first harvest of garlic, and I think it was definitely a success, so I'm so happy about it. But thank you for being here again. I hope that you enjoyed today's video and the calmness it brought you, but I hope to see you all again next time. Thank you once again for being here. Bye, friends.